Good day, my love.
이제 없나 봐.
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful. That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed.
하임다가 얘기하러 갑시다. 오랜만에.
Hey, my boy.
Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I've found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I'll speak with Randri, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
수수께끼 아모.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
메달은 나중에 한꺼번에 몰아서 주자.
And only because you all have such good taste. Now, this...
Shall we?
Please, Eivor. Not now. Not with Sigurd there.
이응
I want to see the Alliance map.
하나 생겼네요. 와, 윈체스터. 이게 두 개 남은 것 같은데? 함프샤이어하고.
Hytham received a message from Winchester. From someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
가자. 여기네요. 와, 개멀다. 여기서 찍고 가면 되겠다.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
동기야 왜 이렇게 개 많아요? 일단 동기야 이런 거까지만 하고. 아이고야. 뭐야? 우리 다 져 있잖아. 들어가야 되는데. 굉장. 뭐야? 아니 몇 개 줘요?
Sedate sint piorum ambulare in atris domus Dei, et ingens vestigia fecit de paradiso voluptatis, ut stimulum calcitrare.
포르타라피아. 들어가는 길이 어디요? 미친.
Solum modo in paradiso.
여기구만.
Pax aeterna.
그리하여 오덱스에 채널드는 이 거대한 대성당을 지어. 마제스터 바타는 위그버트의 머리로 달걀을 깬 나의 이동이 너무 지구였다고 했다. 아 그래? 대화하기 전에 이 열쇠 먹고 싶은데.
Quick of wit, oxen strong, meek as a
냠.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope. Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see. Is that so? When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
뭐라는 거예요?
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
예, 나이스. 플라이팅으로 스킵한 건가? 이게 뭘?
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
아까는 잠겨 있었는데.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited
뭐야,
you here
얘가 왜
to
여기
speak
있어?
on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
좀 나.
Then promise me a
좋은
reward
놈인가?
I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come.
꽤 좋은 놈이었네. 보니까 말이 통하는 녀석이었어. 어디 보자. 기펜, 교수된, 단검 요 3명인데 단검이 죽었다고 했었나? 근데 없는 거 보니까 안 죽었어. 요 3명을 찾아야 되네요. 일단은 그 사람 집에 가보자.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin. I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's
괜찮은
man.
거지?
Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is
아니네? 얘네 안 괜찮네?
Goodwin gone, and guards. Goodwin gone,
아니
guards sniffing around.
괜찮다면서요. 분명 괜찮다고 했는데. 이상하다. 알프레드 킹이 괜찮다고 했는데 왜 덤빈치는 거죠? 어째서? Why?
Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Other guards destroying evidence.
뭐야 여기 열쇠 있어. 킹쇠.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. I should not be seen in this area.
실북은 못 참지.
Take that coward off! Hey!
잘 가고. 와, 한 방에 안 죽었어.
The bell! We must ring the bell! Suffer! The bell! We must ring the bell!
열쇠 누가 갖고 있었지? 저 녀석이구만.
Come on! Let's end this! Christ is...
마무리? 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 왜 마무리 안 돼? 아, 화살이 없구나. 왜 안 다냐 했네.
I must come for you!
어이 뭐. 멘토의 바지. 멘토. 치명타 적중 시 공격력 증가. 오. 치명타 하면서 계속해서 공격력 증가하면은 연락 세진다. 뭐 그런 건가?
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Get back here and face me! Your time is come! Bleed you!
그게 미스 뜨는 게 어디 있어요? 미스 미친 거 아니야? 진짜?
Fear got your belly, dog. Much more like it.
저격수.
Dead. Here. Feel my breath on your neck. Try to.
왜 내려가요? 안 되네. 따라따라따따. 오픈 더 드로. 도끼 눈보라 안 쓰는 거네.
Reeve Selwyn
되게
ordered executions for petty
고정이야.
theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife to be carried out soon.
지하로 가보자. 지하에 죽일 수 있는 녀석이 장뜩 없는 것 같은데. 뭐야? 에이. 나오세요.
A Dane in Winchester.
갑시다.
These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls!
오래? 뭐야? 뭐야 여기 위에 있었어요? 뭐야 이거? 이거 위에 있는 거야? 아래? 아니 미친 위에 있네? 완전 위에 있네?
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
어둠을 틈타 헤럴드와 술집에서 보기로 했다. 사방이 트인 곳에서 그에게 다가갔더니 그는 잔뜩 겁을 먹고는 벽이 마치 우리를 지켜보고 있는 듯 쉴 새 없이 좌우로 옮겨지를 했다. 1시간이 넘게 기다렸지만 헤럴드를 오지 않았다. 대성상 근처에 있는 그의 집을 찾아갔더니 집은 난장판이 되어 있었고 그의 물건은 사라진 채였다. 어떤 사람 넷이 교수대 신원에 관한 정보가 있다며 접근했다. 그리고 넷 모두 비참한 최후를 맞았다. 그렇구만. 네, 뭔 소리인지 하나도 모르겠고. 일단 빠져나갑시다.
Hey, what? So be it. Savages are coming! Along! I'll ring the bell. Can't run forever.
윙!
Pick the coward up!
이게 바로 죽은 척 하기란다. 아 뭐야? 나다. 나네. 얘들아 비켜주지 않을래? 얘들아 미치겠거든? 일단 이 시체를 좀 옮겨야겠다. 오 문이 저절로 닫혔어. 정말 신기하다.
Hey, hold on. There! Pick the coward up!
대화가 안 나는데요? 은신. 대화 좀요, 우더님.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reed.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevice of your country. They are
Shit.
dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believed at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
교수대. 오, 뭔가 스네이프처럼 생겼네. 열쇠가 바로 앞에 있는데요. 뭐지? 죽여달라는 건가?
Gassona!
맛있는 열쇠. 여기 들어가는 길이 없는데 뭐지? 있는 것도 없는데. 뭐야? 여기였군? 뭐야 잠깐 와 미친 독사 돌렸다. 하지만 나는 저항이 매우 높기 때문에 일단 독에는 안 걸리죠. 한 개밖에 안 주네. 별로다. 퀘스트 하러 가야지.
Come on, I've got the good stuff.
뭐예요? 처형식이에요? 얘다.
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is obeying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
There are rats in the grain store, and Alfred has set the traps. You cannot steal them.
이게 만약 일본 애니메이션이었다면 채용되기 전에 구했다. 잠깐 기다려! 하면서
Who are you?
And I will kill you. Protect your servant, Winchester. You will not pervert justice.
아, 사람 죽여갖고 비동기화 됐네요.
He's dead.
아니, 내 도끼가 긴 걸 어떡하라고요. 내 도끼가 크고 우람한 걸 어떡해. 주변에 있지 말으셨어야지.
There are rats in the grain store and
이거 너무
Alfred
섣불리
has
다가갔어. 다가가면 안 됐었는데.
You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearth.
천천히
It's no
암살
longer
해보도록
freedom in
하죠.
Winchester.
None is safe from his blade.
암살하기 딱 좋은 곳, 바로
Our
공중이죠.
king's edict.
올라가
And so
봅시다.
I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant. You have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation. May God have mercy.
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
너도 가.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet.
네, 수고요. 갈게요. 바이 짜이찌엔. 뭐지? 여기 열쇠가 있네. 암살 성공.
I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the
part
quill.
of us that lives on with God. Bishop Aelfrith's passing has made me wonder.
What see you, old friend?
문을 여시오.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
네? 뭐요? 뭐까지 빨아먹으라고요?
Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
It may be I should take my Dane guild now, leave you to the snakes that remain.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
뭐요? 전단지?
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing.
일단 저 알프레드 왕 나쁜 놈은 아닌 것 같아.
I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
돈 준다고? 돈으로 주는 건 에반데.
I found no charm, lucky or otherwise.
A bit of silver then? For my troubles.
It would not have the same value, would it?
You ugly Dane! May God curse you with boils on your face!
아우 진짜 꼬마의 인성 보고는.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
Very poetic. But he's going to be...
요즘 애들은 말이야. 나 때는 말이지. 아니 저 때는 그냥 도끼 들고 말이야.
Get off me, you oaf!
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't scroll. He's so brave.
괜찮니?
His head like a fresh head.
Stealing apples, eh?
Fruit don't feed a grown boy. Do you have any chicken?
I do not. But maybe you can tell me what you know of the quill.
The quill? God blimey, you're brave. Find Elwyn and Wigbert. They see everything. He will actually sleep on that bed. Jump, little flea! Jump, flea, jump! Stop it, you!
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze.
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
아우 요즘 재민이들은
God
강화도
help
안
me.
해.
I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
안 보이는데?
Oh, my eyes.
Where's that shitty neighbor? That is full of excess.
어이
again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well?
왜 이렇게 바보같이 생겼냐 얘는.
Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
Turn around, walk away, and you keep your insides inside.
All right, no harm meant. Stay out of trouble, you grub mite.
쏟아서 가는 거 보고.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
Those were the quill's meat mops, and you sent them scurrying off with their tails between their legs.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us.
얘는 말을 못하나 봐.
Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
하도소에 사냐? 역병 올겠다.
Baby.
하도도면은 여기겠지? 아니네, 위에네, 된장.
I should watch out for a mousetrap.
오이? 뭐야? 애기들만 맞는데요?
I didn't get nothing today. I like the pretty things. Everyone died. Is stealing and left me alone on the streets.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
Hey, slipping away. Over there! Time. Ready!
쓸데없이 일 커지게 만들기 싫다잉. 가만히 죽어라잉. 암살. 한방 암살 너무 좋고. 여기에 있네. 아, 이거는 암살로 안 되고 보스전인가 본데요. 아닌가? 암살 되나? 안 되네. 이벤트치 나오는 거 보니까.
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. You have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
뭐야? 오 마이 갓. 그냥 가면 안 돼요, 이쪽 위로?
Elfa, may your roof shield be.
갈 수 있네. 아, 아프잖아요. 으아! 죽은 척하기. 도망가는 것도. 바로 그냥 없애버리고요. 어디로 도망갔니? 밖으로 나갔네.
Aelfir's roof. Does she flee to the bishop's house?
어디 간 거야, 이 자식. 토끼 죽어라. 귀찮게 하지 말고. 아, 들어갔네. 우비가 삼엄한 대로 들어가 버렸네요. 아. 하지만 이런 데가 더 재밌어요. 이런 데가 더 암살할 맛 나거든요. 아무도 모르게 죽이고 오겠습니다. 자기가 죽은지도 모르게 죽이고 올게요. 죽었다는 것조차 깨닫지 못하게 해주겠어. 바로 이놈들처럼 말이지. 일다찡 어딨지? 일다야 놀자. 우리 불쌍한 힐다 너무 무서워갖고 아무것도 못하고 있어.
Sunt mihi. Bono autem ut Deus
The Dane wants my blood. Show yourself, murderer!
In nominis sui gloria.
이게 아니야, 이게 아니야. 고고 고고. 뒤를 바라봐. 재밌는 거 생각났으니까. 얘들아, 그렇지. 빽빽빽. 가자 가자.
Don't block the path, please.
Come then, you rabid hound!
Keep going, please. Hey, what God grant me?
죽어라!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it? Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
여기 애들은 하나같이 다 이상한 놈들만 있어. 그래서 결사단원에 간 거겠지만 수고 갈게요. 아 미안 36개 주랭당.
Like a lame mule.
도망가. 엔터.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
이제 마지막 한 마리 남았네요. 이게 뭐슈?
You think you can guzzle the grog? Prove it!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdor Bana. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
What does a reeve do exactly, besides sniff around the king's coattails for the scent of praise?
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws that move the world and hold it together.
Well, if that keeps you busy.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make it,
이번엔 좀비랑 싸워야 되는 거야? 좀비 나쁘지 않지. 좀비 약점이 뭐였더라? 대갈통 터뜨리는 건가? 소금이다.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. A peasant's clothes. Strange discovery in a churchyard.
공부의 옷이 여기 왜 있는 거지? 이상하구만. 이거는 나의 이 탐정 센스에 의해서 범인은 안 죽었다고 판결 내렸습니다. 부상해.
Lord grant my brother Aelfer eternal bliss, where joy endures for
Bishop
all
Aelfer?
those beloved of
Barely.
God.
But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
These clothes do not seem to fit this frail body. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfirth was a brute.
그러네. 이 시체 개작네. 170... 그거 안돼. 그냥 어린아이 시체 같은데? 뭐지? 거인이라며. 이렇게 작아.
A stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
Layoff? What happened to him?
Sleeping? Sleeping like my dog when I hugged him too hard.
Someone heard Layoff. I saw a pile of dirty clothes just here. Is your friend Layoff a beggar?
Yes. Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Not just stolen, but burned.
This
funeral is a shadow play. The order killed an innocent, burned his
괜찮아요.
face so no one could tell.
속이 이상한 것보다 낫지 뭐.
His sister knows more than she lets on.
그렇죠, 스타크 씨.
Leave me to my grief.
A pretty show you have laid on here, but I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me when my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards!
경비병 부르면 어쩔 건데.
All right, have your way. They won't do you any good. Guards, protect me.
여기는 시체밖에 없는데 어쩔 건데요? 냥.
Better keep our eyes open.
여기 시체밖에 없어요. 다들 가세요. 예. 예, 하는 김에 제 장례식 좀 해주세요. 라고 말할 줄 알았냐? 죽어. 너도. 제일 바보인 것들.
Let's take it.
뭐하니?
Why are you doing this?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now.
이 채널이 너무 재밌어.
But he will make himself flesh once more of the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside, and Aelfeth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool.
예, 살아있고요. 지금 암살 노리고 있네요. 오디세이 바로 다름이냐고요? 오디세이 다음 작은 맞긴 하죠. 근데 스토리가 이어지나? 안 이어져요. 예. 뭔가 무슨 템플 기사단 이런 거에서 약간 이어질지는 몰라도 주 스토리는 안 이어지는 것 같아요.
What do you see, Sunan?
Is this what you want? You filthy swindler! A pond full of filth!
요 위에 있는 것 같은데?
Anglo-Saxons prospered in both warfare and wisdom. But the decay...
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Their servants from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's...
These reforms are duly needed. As long as the Crown pays, he can do what he likes.
And we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our
누가
holy
단검이지?
deeds, like cockles and tear in a field of
누가 단검이지?
education, wisdom,
아닌가?
enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers.
Alfred needs to produce an heir. It's the duty of all great men.
And so we meet to discuss all worthy candidates
얘가
and
단검.
choose the man who will shepherd our flock.
The king is mine!
By God, it's true. The bishop lives.
Stand down.
응, 죽어. 바보 녀석인가? 나 죽여달라고 하네.
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
이 자식이 악당 주제에 멋있게 가고 있네.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
뭐지 이게? 근데 열쇠 같은데?
Aelfus, my love! No!
Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He wrapped himself in a death cloak to murder your king.
Shouldn't you rejoice at the death of a king? You are a heathen and a devil.
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another.
뭐죠? 열쇠가 손등에 붙어 있는데요?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
얘는 결사 단원을 뭐 그렇게까지 그런 게 아니네. 오케이. 유죄? 아니 무죄? 네. 님은 무죄예요. 가세요. 오케이. 무죄. 가자. 가끔 말이 바로바로 안 올 때가 있어.
What do you see?
가면 안 돼요? 야.
Stop and die!
아, 염소 감사할 거 그랬나?
If Aelfir's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins. This must be it. The door to Aelfir's secrets.
미트라 신전. 소식은 알프레드다. 자기 아버지의 몸통에서 나온 시든 장가지. 더 빨리 알아차려야 했는데.
I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it. The other side must be barred.
아, 막혀온 곳인데. 나봐. 파이어 인더 홀. 뭐야? 뭐지? What is it? 에? 뭐야? 길이 없는데? 뭐죠? 위에 뭔가 내가 조사를 못한 무언가가 있는 건가? 아닌데 아무것도 없는데. 뭐지? 위층에 뭐 있는 건가? 밑에 뭐 있는 건가? 네? 여기가 아닌 건가? 이게 여기가 아닌가? 뭐지? 뭔가 이상한데요? 아무것도 안 나오네. 외부 선동가가 잉글랜드로 들어오지 못하도록 하라. 잉글랜드는 목재나 석재가 아닌 의지로 쌓은 벽으로 예로부터 지금까지 5개 넘게 적들을 몰아낸 이 땅 최후의 거대 요새이다.
Everything they did was to undermine Alfred.
우리의 팩보를
He
인정하지
lied
않은
to
까마귀
me.
같은 대인족이다.
There's nothing here of the order.
돌려보내거나
I should see Alfred for my reward.
문제에 몰렸지만 피랭크 아일랜드에 있는 우리 종파는 우리의 영광스러운 귀환을 준비하고 있다. 단결하라. 우리 비록 우리 길서다닌 세열시대라. 오케이 아버지. 돌아가자. 알프레도 일로와 임마 가자.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life.
알프레드 설마.
Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
와. 이거 뭐예요? 흑진주예요?
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
아, 알프레드 배신각이에요? 뭐죠, 이거는? 아닌가?
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
배신 때렸네. 에라이 씨. 믿었는데 알프레드. 믿었는데. 젠장. 넌 뒤졌다. 암살하러 올 거야 너. 너는 이따가 보자 알프레드. 너도 일단 나의 데스노트에 적어놓겠어.
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
감히 배신을 때려. 손목이.
My love.
이제 마이 러브라고 하네 미친. 야 시그루드가 들으면 어쩌려고 그래.
The order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred. The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.